Good evening. You're now tapped in with yours truly, one focused dope poet. Come ride with me. Standing behind this mic, letting all of my demons through, without knowing shit about the people that I'm speaking to. I just hope these words can mirror a reflection when they get to you. Take you on a ride and prepare your drive, but these words could be a lift to you. Ride, drive, you get it later. Watch me unwrap my mind and then present it as a gift to you. Turn you to a fiend for this poetry as I provide that itch for you. See, most nights, I'm just drowning in my own thoughts, just to see what I could surface. Pacing back and forth like a nigga looking for some service. Guess I should be looking for some churches. Sit and talk to God about my purpose. Know a few people sold their souls to the devil. Well, tell Satan minds can't be purchased. I learned to take my curses and script them into verses just to form these poems. Then give y'all the magic like it was showtime at the form. But magic wouldn't be magic if it wasn't. Hold on, let me bring that line back. I said I learned to take my curses and script them into verses just to form these poems. Then give y'all the magic like it was showtime at the form. But magic wouldn't be magic if it wasn't for Irvin, so let's put Ali to the side and introduce you to Alfred so you can get to know him. Now I know we all come from the same setting, but my story may be a little different. Please allow me to point out the difference. Born the oldest amongst my siblings, my mother was just a child herself, doing her best to raise her children, doing her best to keep her eyes covered from the things that became revealing. Wasn't much she could continue to do to conceal it. My pops was living it, dealing it, flipping it. It was like my whole family was guilty by association and we was robbed of innocence. Not sure if mommy was waiting to reap the benefits, or at this point, we're just too deep in it. Unfortunately, my pops caught another case and he had to go away. That shit broke my heart in every way. Couldn't stand the sight of no longer seeing my nigga every day. We started to fall on hard times and we lost our place. Started sleeping in motels and shelters. Mommy wouldn't speak on things, but I could read the devastation written all over her face. That shit put me in a weird space. All at the age of 8. Feeling like everything in my circle was starting to lose its shape. Please tell me, if you lack faith, where did you get the strength to carry all of this weight? Knowing that one day, I would have to become the man of my family. So as the years passed and I got older, I'm starting to feel the pressure on my shoulders. My siblings subconsciously watching me to see the type of path I'ma walk through so they could follow me. I just hope they accept my apology. I start acknowledging that I wasn't always thinking responsibly. I apologize if y'all feel like I couldn't be that stand-up nigga that our pops couldn't be. I know I should have known better when I seen him trip over his own steps when I tried to follow his lead, but you know what they say. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. The rain was supposed to wash away the pain, but yet you can still see the blood on the leaves. I've been through battles and wars. You can see the blood on my sleeves. I've been kneeling down to praying to God so hard you can see the blood on my knees. Life left me cold-hearted. I just pray it's not time for my heart to freeze. Put your ear to my chest. I promise you can still hear a heartbeat. Long as my lungs can breathe, I want to share my truth when you hear me speak. Before my time expires, I want to inspire you to be better than me. Living truth. Thank you. Catch me up under the streetlight. Feel like I'm standing center stage. My words flowing like an accordion, hoping to capture the ears of the audience. Just listening to me storytelling, hoping to find my words to be compelling. It's funny, cause I never imagined me becoming this expressive. See, growing up, I was always shy and hesitant. Overthinking things made me very overprotective and very selective on who I wanted to keep in my presence. Busy second-guessing others' intentions. Had me isolating myself in my own dimension, where I could just space out in a different atmosphere with zero gravity. Just letting my mind float next to the bright stars at night. In order for you to see it, you needed to be seated at a window seat wearing glasses on the midnight train to Georgia with Auntie Gladys. Wait, hold on. I said in order for you to see it, you needed to be seated at a window seat wearing glasses on the midnight train to Georgia with Auntie Gladys. Just continuously pushing my mind forward. So if I ever started to slide backwards, you couldn't catch it. It's like a terrorist boarding a flight with all niggas on the plane. You just couldn't jack it. So now I'm finally allowing my pen to follow the lead of my thoughts. Bleeding all over the pages with blood coming from the ink. Letting y'all read my mind. And then telling me what y'all think. I'm just trying to paint the perfect picture. But tell me what y'all see. Flowing to my own rhythm. But tell me what y'all hear. Can y'all get these messages loud and clear? Emotions starting to show on my sleeve. But tell me what y'all wear. Like if I was to die today or get locked away, tell me what y'all care. Living to enjoy the fruits of my labor. But if I ever needed a seat at your table, tell me what y'all share. You know real eyes, so I dare y'all to show y'all truths. But then again, being true is something that's so rare. Chameleons blend into the environment, but being to what they fear. So tell me, what is it to make y'all scared? I can feel this in the air. That this is the becoming of something special through every blood vessel. For y'all to catch my high off these dope lines like I took the tip of my pen and dipped it in coke. Let every word that I wrote stream through your blood veins until you get addicted to these quotes. School of hard knocks. Life became my favorite professor, I'm just sharing my notes. My mind get these visions, and I use these words to help me paint them. My heart became the canvas for me to display it. So I'm starting to realize that this was all part of God's plan, so I just can't waste it. I need to embrace it. Old head said I grew up to be that calm, cool, wavy cat. Came a long way from being that little snotty-nosed nigga with the wave cap. When mommy see me on stage, she rejoiced in joy knowing that she raised that dope poet. Storyteller, true and authentic with every word spoken, slick talker, limp walker, cooler than the midnight summer breeze with the water of the ocean cleaning the sand up both your feet. But instead I won't allow my footprints to be washed off. They forever cemented into the sand as I walk through the promised land. Set ashore that I could withstand any tropical storm that try to rain down on my rain. Finally taking that same rain and washing away my pain. It's funny how that little nigga who never used to say a thing is now showering you with written pieces that was formed in his brain. Becoming the voice of the voiceless, giving hope to the hopeless. You be in tune with my mind before this casket closes. Now look at me and tell me who the fucking dopest. Ali. I speak and represent for them young ones who used to watch the box TV with the wire hanger in it for the antenna. Bang it on the side of it just to get a clear picture. While mommy was standing in the kitchen, fixing up pork and beans with sliced franks for dinner. Stove fire on the low just to let the food simmer. Sitting in front of the TV, turning the knob with the pliers to adjust the volume high. All the kids huddled around like we was roasting marshmallows in a campfire. Grandma constantly shushing the room to remain quiet. But yet, you could still hear the sounds of the police sirens versus the loud riots that was formed for mothers that were still crying, brothers that were still dying, fathers that were still trapped in the system while their daughters fell in love with a trapped nigga searching love from a father figure. Stick-up kids lurking the back blocks while the streetlight flickers. Praying that someone you know ain't the next one to get hit up. Tell me, have you ever sat at the kitchen table doing homework and hear sounds of backgrounds in the background? To wake up the next morning and learn there's one of your classmates who got shot down? Step outside and see shell cases scattered all over the place. Caution tape wrapped around the telephone pole. I was always told, if you don't find yourself, then these streets gonna claim your soul, so every day is like survival mode. Growing up with drug dealers is our idols. Being taught the 10 crack commandments before the commandments of the Bible. And streets disciples, trading verses through ciphers, with a couple brown and loud for the vices. Passing through the hours past your curfew. Passing into the same saints who watch you sing every Sunday in your church shoes. Knowing that one day, you become the subject of judgment for hustling, but feeling like you being more in question as a man if you wasn't. Too many of them youngest eyes had to bear witness to their mother struggling and job juggling, barely able to keep food in the cupboard. Privately seeking public assistance to help cover rent. Nothing more embarrassing than coming home and seeing an eviction notice pinned on the door, with fiends stumbling through the halls with syringe needles marks in their arms. Hoping that the pain they chase today will continue to replace the pain even the day after tomorrow. See, around here it's like a whirlpool of niggas is drowning in sorrow. So desperately, patiently waiting for the voice of another to be anointed to be the bearer of bad news that never get reported. So I embody the whispers of those lost souls that emerge off the same corners where they only expect for us to become goners. Now when you first take a look, it seem like dudes just standing on the corner chucking a jive and selling dope. Look more closely. It's dudes doing their best surviving of hope, trying to stay above float. Cause around here, broke dreams never work. So I became the light bulb to light up the light for others to shine like us. Hoping that give value to our voices because the lives we live are priceless. Thank you.
Damn, that plug is tough. Damn, that plug is tough.